Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here from my with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 4 with the Road to 56 mod. Now, we've seen some wackiness. I don't know if you watched last episode. France has declared we jump back in time because of some strategic mistakes that I sort of made, particularly in production and not organizing divisions well enough. So we're trying some other options here. But France has declared war on El Salvador and has not yet successfully invaded them. So we're watching that development, seeing everything else out. And I would love your comments on whether we should continue this or not. And we are training up the army mostly just to get more army experience here, not to make these units better, so that we can continue to buff up our units with stronger capabilities. And we are shifting more to production of factories. We weren't doing enough of those, and less going after oil resources. A little better division there. Shaanxi has capitulated. Yeah, let's take a little look out here. Okay. Japan's doing all right, all things considered, in China. Actually doing fairly well against the communists. Maybe we should have only done one extra artillery battalion, but with our infantry divisions. Now, how are our Alpine divisions looking? Alpenjäger. Okay, yeah, let's... Oh, wait a minute, these are... Yeah. Okay, we want Alpenjäger divisions. Okay. Now, here. Support artillery. Oh, we don't even have that. Okay. We'll wait a bit. Yeah, Alpenjäger, that's what we want to be. Okay, better small arms. Now, since we are currently, well, actually, you know, we're building a lot more than we need. Okay, so that will help out. What we'll do here is we're going to convert to newer, and we're going to get rid of that, which will give us more factories for other things. Yes, I know we need more artillery and more trucks as well. It's also looking like more rubber. Okay, so trade, rubber, Siam, we'll get it from the Dutch East Indies. I don't know, we can do more research. We're in 39, so let's do... yeah, better artillery. Grow a beard works even for women. Fuel refining, very good, that will help. Now, well, see, I was wondering when you said works even for women. Now, were you I was thinking, well, if she is growing a beard, wouldn't that make him a he? But then thinking there's a lot of he's that think they're a she but grow a beard. Oh, man. You know, I've been having a lot of things on my mind, and comes a warning. If you want to, I'm not going to move this, though we may move the map around, but I won't move this away, so you can wait until that if you want to jump forward in the video later on. This whole political correctness thing, when it was just, hey, Black Americans want to be called African Americans, so, you know, if you want to say politically correct, I always thought if you want to be polite, call them African Americans. Okay, fine. They're Americans with an African heritage. Fine. That's good. But when political correctness goes to thing, well, you shouldn't even have to say trans women. They're just women. When you're trying to get me to say something that is not reality, because then you go back to Orwell's slavery or freedom is slavery, war is peace. When we're at peace with Germany, that means we're bombing them. We want peace. All we want is peace. We're bombing them. We're attacking them. When you are using political correctness, if you will, when you're using things to say things that are obviously not true, obviously not a fact. We're not even talking about a value judgment. You know, we're not, is something good or bad? Is a policy good or bad? Or are women better than men? Or are men better than... We're not talking about that. We're talking about the reality. When the sun is overhead, does that mean the sun is up or not? You know, is it noon or is it midnight? So this is the danger, the real danger of the modern American left. To use the Chinese term, the white left. It makes me angry. And yes, oh, well, we want to make, there's lots of suicide cases of people that feel that they're in the wrong body. Yeah, I understand there's problems with people that have look, if you think you're in the wrong body, there is a problem, okay? Whatever that problem is, I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether that is a physical male brain in a female's body, or whether there is a psychological problem, or what the problem is. There is a problem. I will readily agree that there is a problem there. I don't know the solutions. I am not a doctor, either of the psyche or of physical reality. I don't know. Okay? And I'm not suggesting you can't dress the way you want to. Way back in the 90s, when I was going to university, there was one university professor. Every single day he came to school wearing a dress, a woman's dress. And it wasn't just a skirt, it was sort of and it was different ones, it wasn't the same thing. I didn't see him every day because I didn't go to that part of the campus, but, and here, this is all part of it. He would wear a dress, often something that was sort of like no sleeves, just straps over the shoulder and, goes down to his knees, wearing a dress. He'd wear earrings, but he had he had sort of longish hair, grayish, he was older guy, and a sort of scraggly beard, fairly long beard sticking down from his chin, but sort of the best he could, full grown beard, full beard. And the reason, and he was known by everybody on campus knew him. I never had a class with him, but the reason I would see him is as you had the time between classes, he would always leave his classroom and go stand out on part of the campus where it was really busy, where people would need to pass by. So I would probably see him at least once a week, and I do put him. Now, I don't know that he ever thought he was a woman. I never spoke to him, never really cared enough. I really think it was more of a trolling before the internet, if you will. He dressed like a woman. I don't think, again, I never interacted with him. I don't think he particularly acted over effeminate, like you'd have a drag queen or somebody act, very effeminate hand gestures or whatever. He was just a guy wearing a dress with a beard. I don't know that he thought he was in the wrong body or the wrong gender. I just think he was a guy in the dress. So I am not arguing that people shouldn't dress in a way that makes them comfortable. But when you start to deny reality, and when you start to require others to comply and deny reality in an Orwellian manner, this is a serious problem. So, and I know even Twitch has rules on this kind of stuff. And I would never, quite honestly, I would never go to somebody else's Twitch channel and go into their chat and start attacking them. So I agree that Twitch wants to be a safe place for people who have problems. And again, I'm acknowledging that there's a problem, and there's high suicide rates and all kinds of stuff, and I don't have the solutions. I'm not claiming I have a solution. But I should be able to say what I want on my Twitch channel. And as you can tell here, I'm not trying to insult anybody. I'm not trying to demean anybody. But it is you can argue that homosexuality is not a problem. Okay. And we're not going to get into all of what that may be. I know religious people have their views on that, and I totally respect them. Not that I agree with them, I just totally respect that they have their views. And we can argue about that. But there has to be a problem when you say it wrong. I'm in the wrong body. I am in a male body and I feel like a female, or I'm in a female body and I feel like a male. That there is something inherently wrong is going on. Again, I'm not trying to diagnose either on a general basis or an individual basis what is wrong, whether it's just a psychological problem or a physical problem or what. I don't know. I don't feel qualified to go in on either basis. I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about the idea that you are trying to get me to say, oh, well, there's no such thing as trans women. There's just women. Some of them have penises and some of them have vaginas. Huh? No. 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 Men are men, women are women. There are a few super rare birth defect situations. Okay, that I don't know. What you want to call those people. But and I'm not suggesting you shouldn't dress up how you want to dress up. That's your thing. But don't ask me, don't tell me definitely that I must think, believe, or say something that isn't true. Never ask anybody, never tell anybody to say or think something isn't true, that isn't true. Okay? You can have value judgment. You can have equality. Everyone should be equal. Everyone should have the equal amount of monetary income. Okay, that's what you think. Okay? And you can think that that is best, but that is an opinion. I think inequality is good. Now, I think poverty in the sense that you don't have enough money for food or housing, that is a problem. That is different than inequality. Somebody living in a small one room apartment, but so long as they can eat and so long as they're functional, I don't care if somebody else is rich, so long as everyone has a minimum. Now, obviously, there are people starving in this world somewhere. That's a different question. We're not talking about that. So, but don't ever ask anybody to say or believe something that physically isn't true. You can comment on this if you want. Oh, okay, I want to see what the chat's been saying. I believe there are two genders, but their opinions, but we have opinions in free speech. Okay. I believe there are two genders, but there is their opinion, and we have free speech. Yeah, they can have their opinions. I'm not saying they have their opinions, but don't ask me, and don't, like, there was a kid in Scotland recently, I think it made the general international YouTube, Twitch news, whatever, who in class says there's only two genders, and he gets thrown out of class and has been kicked out of school for saying there's only two genders. And you see the thing where the authorities say the teachers, because they're just authority now. Yes, Lum, you did. You caused all this. Why didn't I expect this? I'm kind of scared. Oh, I've been thinking about this thing for some time now, Lum, about trying to push the whole Orwellian, freedom is slavery, or slavery is freedom, or whatever. It's things that aren't true. I'm not. You're just not used to causing stuff like this. Yeah. So yeah, no, it's you just triggered it, but you didn't cause it. Quite honestly, Lum, you triggered it, yes, but you didn't cause it. I've been contemplating some of this. That don't ask somebody to say or think something that isn't true. You can believe that. You can believe the Earth is flat, but don't try to make me say or believe the Earth is flat. And if you say, well, but if you keep saying the Earth is round, you're going to have the people who believe the Earth is flat commit suicide. I can't be responsible for what other people do to themselves. And no, I am not going to go to a Flat Earth Society meeting, website, or YouTube channel or Twitch channel and go in there and chant the Earth is round. I'm not going to go into their space and do that, but I am also not going to say the Earth is flat. If they come to my channel and ask me, do you think the Earth is flat? I'm going to go, nope, it's round. And so, more artillery, more artillery, more artillery. Really do what Arch Warhammer does and make certain videos about ranting on politics and other gaming that I don't like. The good old gamers ran. Yeah, I've thought about, and I've talked a little bit with Arno about setting up a new YouTube channel. And he's about going off topic too far, too much. Okay, border region. And Songning border region. What was that? Is that some sort of... I don't know. I don't know what that was, quite honestly. Now, obviously, we're already past 1930, September 1939. And, well, bigger armies don't necessarily mean better armies. Like just throwing in more divisions that aren't well equipped is what I'm talking about. We still need more motorization. Our motorized divisions will move slowly. Do you think I can defeat Poland now? Maybe. Okay, well, we're nationalizing the air industry. So obviously we can't declare war right now. We can't. But see, we haven't even prepared to invade or done the Danziger War or the Scherplunk tactics. And that's going to take... See, here's the problem here, is now I've made choices that are maybe the wrong choices to do already, but we have to prepare to invade Poland, 14 days. We need to get the Ribbentrop Pact, so that's another 35 days. Then we need to do, at some point here, Scherplunk tactics. That's another 35 days. And then we have 70 days to get Danziger War. Okay, because if we don't do that, and I don't think we can just declare war on them. See, we can't declare war on Poland now. We can start justifying a war goal, I get that. But then we get going to war without... Yeah, okay, and that's sort of what I did before. Now, maybe I shouldn't have then nationalized the air industries first. But this is going about the same as it did last time. The big thing, well, don't know if we can start earlier than we did last time. But we're definitely looking at... So we may still have the whole Soviet Union invading. But one thing I think we will do this time is... Let's save the Ribbentrop-Molotov Pact. We're going to do Scherplunk tactics first, then Ribbentrop-Molotov, and then Danziger War. Okay, but I've got a crick in my leg here. So I got to stretch. Okay. Yeah, it's a little better. Okay. Okay, IKB. So... See, I just don't even understand this whole, like you say here. Why did it do that? What did it want? And it hasn't acted on it. So that makes me think it's not the normal AI. It's something to do with Road to 56. Oh, well, France was defending Poland against the Soviet invasion, so it goes to war with the Soviets. That was the nutty thing. Oh, we've got a lot of these. So let's fill out our ground support. We need to get blitz. Now that was another thing I think that delayed me. Oh, yeah, this is where we wanted to. We did blitzkrieg tactics to get Rommel in this, even though it's only 35 days. We'll skip that, so we won't have Rommel. For our armor genius, we'll get Schroner. Division recovery rate and interception. Artillery designer. Let's do that. Enforce patriarchy, limited rights. I don't even get some of these things. French army. Oh, well, I don't know. It's probably invading, well, there's a division of it, just moved there. It's probably invading, El Salvador or something. Or preparing for the defense from the nasty El Salvadorian attack. Okay, we are beelining towards... And they want to join our faction. Well, they're probably defending, you know, they're probably out defending these islands from being ready for being attacked, and just in case they were to come up to here and attack here. And they may have also realized that their Pacific possessions are, I think these are, no, these are American. It's France. France does have, no, not here. I guess way over here. New Caledonia. No, come on. Yeah. You know, they're worried about their, and is this French? Yeah. They're worried about Tahiti being attacked by El Salvador because it's geographically closer or something. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's probably it. Okay, well, we really need to catch up on motorized. Or our motorized units will not move fast enough. They'll actually move slower, and so we will now trade for more tungsten. Yeah. We'll max out Sweden's. Okay, we're preparing to invade Poland. Sure, we just...
Ausrücken. Bereit zum Ausrücken. Bereit zum Ausrücken. Ausrücken. Ausrücken.
Okay, so better artillery, which we're not going to build because we just want more artillery, but the big thing I wanted to be able to do, not just yet, but soon, is to upgrade the artillery. We will start upgrading the anti-tank guns. All right. Okay. Yeah, we'll max that production run of trucks out. Still not nearly enough. Well, we're getting better with artillery as well. I don't quite want to go to 5. So let's do another factory run here. And now the fresh factory, we will start with better artillery as we can. And more rubber. Now I just need more artillery, not necessarily better artillery. We need almost 7,000 more guns, so it's just more is what I need. Then better. Better's nice, but more is what we need. Efficiency in production. Okay, we can do this now. Computing machine. And now, so we're gonna hit that, and then, oh, it needs also modernized air support. Okay, well, I guess we'll get that next before we go any further there. I don't know why we had to modernize air support to go after Poland, but okay. There's more. Now let's come over here. What do we have for fighters? Okay. I think I like 100 strong squadrons. I think we will wait to actually start assigning them. things actively. But we will start deploying some of them so that it will be ready. Yeah, let's come in here and add 100 of these, which will probably over time upgrade to 109s. Honduras joins the Allies. Why? What the? Are they going to go to war with El Salvador now? Is that why they got them into the Allies? So that France could use them as an invasion plan? Oh god, I don't know. Okay, now we're building a lot of factories and we need to, okay, no, radar is doing okay-ish. I didn't see any bombing last time, so we're gonna skip building air defense at the moment, at least. Maybe a bad mistake. Okay, now we've modernized and we've upgraded. Okay, let's... Now we are... Upgrade our artillery units. And now... Let's go Ribbentrop-Molotov Pact. What do we need? We worried about unit speed, but also other things here. Artillery. How many armored cars do we have? We were to add an armored car unit. Now, at this point, we only have half of what we need, so we need to produce more. That may be good enough, I don't know. More armored cars. More trucks. More factories to produce more armored cars and more trucks and things. Okay, well, I think we should stop the exercising so our armies can get organized enough for possible action. Let's give these guys to another general here. Well, let's have 17 divisions for the invasion of Denmark, since we see that it can be such a problem. I don't know where the French army is, what we should be doing with other things. Okay, Japan proposes. Okay, excellent idea. We'll go with the tripartite pact. Let's improve infantry equipment. Italy signs, excellent. Anti-tank guns, how are we doing? Where are we? And need to get more tungsten. Well, okay, Ribbentrop Molotov pack. Let's build a few rubber factories. I know that. I think that will be useful. Okay. Moscow signs the pact. Excellent. Where's the French army?
Ihre Befehle. Guess still artillery and motorization. Okay, we're improving our artillery.
Banovia of Croatia. Okay, they're forming this weird Croatian state thingy. That, I think, is going too far within the game mechanics. New theater, well. There we go. A little better organized. Oh, division showed back up there. Well, one more rubber. I'm just not sitting comfortable here. Keep trying to improve the cushion here, but it's not doing well today. I don't know. Okay, so we have our Panzer forces. Yeah, big enough. So let's... Where's Hoth? Papa Hoth. But I'm hoping we don't need him in the east. So we're preparing for some attacks in the west. Well, the AI is at least sending forces to Albania to defend it against possible Greek, Yugoslav, or other attacks. Oh good, we're up on everything except artillery right now. Very good. Now, oh. Let's save this here. OP. All right, well, it looks like we've sort of done it, that we've gotten likely coming to the war here. Well, let's just let this go a little more. Okay, so they refuse to cede it. So it looks like we can get ready for the war. And we're going to do that next episode. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. And of course, really love hearing from you about any of the topics today. So please post questions, comments, suggestions, tips below. See you next time for more Hearts of Iron.